Hey guys, DagTex here, and today I have for you a tutorial on my auto sorter, smelter, storer system. So the first thing to note is that this design is 7 by 9 by 10, so it will need a decently large area to work with. This is the box that it'll fit in, with this line representing the floor, this line representing everything that will fit underground, and this line representing what will stick out above ground. So if you need to dig a hole, do that first. The next step is to pop on this chest for input, this light for processing, this light for letting you know when there's stuff to be received, and this system of repeaters hooked up to an iron door so that you can hook up your locking mechanism whenever you want it, and only you can then have access to the output chest, which will be somewhere in here. Then, coming out from your input chest, you want a line of hoppers that goes all the way over to the edge of the area, leaving a 1-block gap. Then, around that hopper line, you're going to want to tile my sorting system design 7 times. Make sure that the first time the piston is farther from the iron door. When you're done with that, it should look like this. Now, then you're going to want to set up each module to sort out the different things. I have it at rotten flesh, gravel, gold ore, coal, iron ore, cobblestone, and dirt. To have it do that, simply put in the bottom hopper 18 of the item that you want sorted, and then 4 more to fill up all the gaps. This specific module, the one that sorts out coal, should then be set down into a double chest. Make sure to replace this block with a half slab. Next, you're going to take this smart furnace design right here and mirror it along this axis so that this double chest is the coal chest that we just put down. It should then look like this. Now, to get your ores in, you'll want a trap chest there with a hopper going in there, and then a double chest on this side, and a hopper going in there. Then, coming out of this last chest, you'll want a hopper line that follows this shape and ends here. This will be pointing into the first chest of your mass storage system. Spread that mass storage system downward like this and add on indicator lights starting at this point. To funnel the next bit of junk into the system, put a hopper there and extend the chest out onto it. To get the next junk line, do a similar thing. The last junk line spreads out from there in the middle, goes around 5 hoppers, and then you can extend the last chest onto it. This next bit handles the miscellaneous stuff. Add this onto the end of your hopper line. Add these 3 pieces, 2 blocks and a piece of redstone, on top of that. Output chest over here with a comparator. Then a line of hoppers from the top of the dropper to the side of the output chest. Next comes the minecart track. This is what it looks like from the start all the way to its first powered rail over here, powered via torch. Moving along, this is the point where the second bit of power rail will be needed. Then we bring it up here through this corner. It actually does work. 2 powered rails going up on the other diagonal, over the hoppers, and then falling down into this area. It will get caught by this system right here, power that by a torch, goes around. This is a detector rail. This should be powered by a redstone block, and then one last detector rail before it reaches back here. The minecart will then hit this block and fall back where it started. Make sure that these hoppers under the furnaces face the track, put on 2 comparators, and have them send a signal this way. Don't forget to place your chest cart. From this detector rail, place a comparator with redstone in front of it. Under that system, put a piston with a block that will be able to be on top of this torch so that it can then power this line of repeaters into the powered rail that the minecart sits on, all the repeaters on 4 ticks. That system keeps the minecart going around if it still has items to drop off, and by adding a torch on the side of this detector rail, going up like this with torches to a block underneath this light, it will keep blinking when it goes around, letting you know when it's working. Then put a piston here under this redstone so that it pushes a block over this torch, sending power along these repeaters to power this light to let you know when it's sorting through the miscellaneous objects. At this point you're pretty much done, but there's still two things you should really add. One is you should fill in the walls around this and make sure you have your floor here, and if you want it to go over your chest directly like this, make sure to use some transparent block like stairs. I chose brick stairs with brick blocks so that they blended in perfectly. The other thing you'll want to do is you'll want to add a ladder in the middle here, which I've marked in blue. And that will allow you access to your coal chest here so that you can put in any extra fuel that's not coal or take out coal to make torches. And on this side you'll be able to access your mass storage unit. And you'll still be able to see the indicator lights on this side. The ladder can be extended down as far down as it needs to match the length of your mass storage unit. And that's all I have for you guys. Be sure to check out my original video on this to see what it does. This design, please note, is a few bits upgraded, including the processing light and this miscellaneous line to speed things up. And also note with this design, there is a lot of leeway. Tons of stuff that you can add and take out. This is just the way that I prefer it, so that's what I've showed you how to do. So, have a good one, guys.